it's like a grand reveal of what I'll actually look like too, because we can't see.
Oh,
I can't see my face so far.
Stop! You look amazing. What's up? Happy Thursday, everybody!
Hi.
Thank you so much for checking in. For the record, if you ever wonder why Kenzie's on her phone like the second we come on,
I'm still posting promos.
She promos our show on her Instagram, and then I'll reshare it to get people in the show.
Yeah.
But you would think maybe by now she would have done it like before we even start the show. But every week without fail, she's doing it while we are going live.
That 5-minute countdown is quick.
It's not enough.
That ain't a microwave 5 minutes. No, I'm not. That ain't a treadmill 5 minutes. That is a lot.
Yeah, we need like a 10-minute countdown so you can properly.
I would love that.
Yeah, we should do that.
Or if it would just kind of loop at the end back to 5, that would be fantastic.
So 2 5-minute countdowns.
Yeah, I would love that.
Alrighty, we got some peeps in the chat. What's up, Malazzo? What's up, City Girl? Now, there's another one there I can't really see. Like it says there, but I only see 2. Whatever, doesn't matter. You know what? If you comment, we could definitely see you and we can shout you out. So that's a little secret here on the Kenzie and Roman show. A countdown. I'm sorry. A comment gets you a shout out. And you got more phone calls? What's going on?
I don't. You know what? My face app isn't working, so it's struggling.
For the record, this is her face right now without a filter. Look at her. Smile. Babe, smile. That's her without a filter. She, for some reason, goes on her face app to like correct her face. Yes. And then that's how she posts pictures on Instagram or stories.
Because there's something, okay, and any woman can relate to this, and probably some guys too. You look in the mirror and you're like, that looks good. I've done good work today. Yeah. And then you look, you take a picture and you're like, that's the scariest thing I've ever seen in my entire life.
Look at gorgeous. I agree. You are gorgeous.
Who said that?
Without any face app, you are gorgeous, right? I mean,
there's just something about
crazy.
A photo. I think it's because it's frozen on your face. You can just stare at it for way too long. Like you're like, what's that? I need a little Botox. Botox-a-rooskies.
Hashtag no filter. No filter. That's me almost all the time. Hashtag no filter.
Hashtag I love filters.
Show them the picture before we post it real fast.
Wait, this one.
Yeah.
Can you see it?
Yeah, so she's going to post that
Gorgie
on her Instagram. I'm going to share it. And then we're probably going to get like 16,000 people rushing into our show. Oh, yeah. And then it's on and popping off for real.
Couple comments. And I still don't know what the link is. It's Twitch.
It's twitch.tv/Kenzie and Roman. Why is that so hard?
You know what the problem is? I always do the slash the wrong way. I don't know what way's back.
You said you are dyslexic.
Yeah. I don't get, okay, it's a backslash, but like, they're kind of both backwards.
It does get confusing.
I don't know.
No, I agree. The slashes, I guess, can be confusing. City Girl says, Kenzie, I have to take a picture just to make sure I look good before I go out. So yes, I think all girls do the same thing. City Girl, you are beautiful without a filter. Kenzie K, you are beautiful.
You sleeping with her now or
you
something?
You are beautiful.
Who is this girl?
It's City Girl. She's from the city. She's our City Girl.
Okay, you don't need to be no one's city girls. I can hang out with some city girls. You don't need to be no one's city girls.
Post your stuff. We want to get to the show. Come on, post your stuff.
I really don't know.
It's twitch.tv/Kenzie and Roman.
Did I slash the right way? I'm stressed out.
Now you got me thinking.
See?
Well, because that's like it's an easy slash.
I don't know what a backslash is. Okay, how can you tell it's backwards? How can you tell a backslash is backwards?
Well, when you text it, doesn't it? Let me see. We got a show to do. Come on.
I'm sorry. I'm stressed out. I don't know.
Twitch.tv/ And then it's this.
You guys, I don't know what Can you leave in the comments what a backslash looks like? Because they both look backwards to me. It's a line.
That's right.
Did you get it? Okay, lovely bones.
As opposed to the / which we use ever so often in life, don't we? Why are there 2 slashes in the first place? It's stupid.
I just deleted it.
Are you kidding? Okay, come on. Now we're just okay. So anyways.
I'm so sorry.
I hope you guys had a great week. We definitely had a great weekend. We're gonna get into a bunch of stuff of what we did this weekend, which we always turn into topics because you know how we do it. But the first thing we're gonna talk about when the princess is done doing the link.
I can do this all day, baby.
Yeah. Is she had a really, really exciting phone call / meeting / Zoom with a certain TV network and a certain TV show. Yes. And I want to kind of give our people the exclusive before we go public with it, which probably won't be for another month or so, but kind of give our Twitch followers the exclusive right now on the phone call meeting you had and kind of what's going on.
I know. So I am very excited. Post that.
Yeah, post that.
I am so excited. It's fine. Okay. TLC, say yes to the dress. Now, we've talked about this. I got accepted to the show. I am like amped. I'm ready to go. Been watching it since I was a little kid. Can't wait to be in New York, looking at dresses with my mama. Oh my gosh, I am so ready. So, what's really funny is that I had to do, there's like so many levels of casting. So now that we're finally on to the next season, I have to do all these like Zoom interviews. They have to film you. They kind of prep you, kind of like, what are those called? The confessionals that you do on shows. Yeah. You almost do like a mini mock version of that. Like they ask some of the questions they ask, like start to coach you a little bit. So the next phase of this is her and my mama gotta do one.
Really?
Yes.
So you told me that, but do we know when it is? Like, is it happening for real?
Next Tuesday, my mom's gonna be in her little confessional for Say Yes to the Dress. A teaser, not the one that'll actually be on the show.
Is that good?
Yeah, that looks great. Okay, Thanks so much. If you could send that. I need a social media manager.
You need a producer. You need a producer.
I would love
or an assistant.
A producer or an assistant. I would love that.
So back to your mom next Tuesday.
Yes.
Go.
Okay. I thought you were going to.
No.
Okay, so yes. Next Tuesday, my mom's going to have it. Now, here's the thing. I am like hashtag got it from my mama all day, every day. And I got my spiciness, and you can attest.
You are spicy.
From that woman. Is my mama not spicy?
She's spicy, but you're twice as spicy.
No, my mom's spicier.
Your mom is like, see, here's the deal. When we first started dating, I would hear stories about her mother from her.
Were you gonna say mean stories about my mom?
No, like
don't say that.
I would hear stories from Kenzie about her mother, and there were some great things and some mean things, right? And I meet the woman, and she's like super nice, and I'm like,
great.
this is the woman you were talking about in like that story and that story.
Okay, but your mom's super nice, and I would say she's very spicy towards you.
Yeah.
Right?
As I've gotten to know your mom more, there are spicy tendencies.
She be spicy.
But you're spicier than both our moms put together.
That is
hands
a
down.
lie.
Hands down.
City Girl said, say yes to the dress. Yes, I'm going to be on that show. I'm super excited. So anyways, my mom's doing this interview, and I'm like, I think she'll be fun, because I also get my funness from my mama. Okay, but I hope she's also not overly spicy, and like we don't get to be on the show, because of her, like that's a legit
They're looking
concern.
for that, though. The networks are looking for that kind of stuff.
They do. I'm like, Mom, don't be boring. Don't be tired that day. Like, don't ruin this for me. So
be on your A game.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Pretend you're talking to me, because you always got plenty to say if it's towards me. Yeah. So they are going to be doing that next Tuesday, and I think we're going to be in New York in February to do the show.
Oh, yeah.
That's kind of like the vibes. It hasn't been, because they're planning for the season. It's not currently filming. So they're estimating that I will be there in February.
And that's only for the people of Twitch, and for our subscribers on YouTube. Y'all get the exclusive first. We're not posting this on like regular social media until probably January, but kind of wanted to give you guys a clue on what was going on behind the scenes. Now, speaking of Say Yes to the Dress, you had an interesting dilemma, because our wedding is in April of 2023, and you're upset about not upset, but you're kind of worried about the fact that this is going to air before our wedding.
Yes.
And you're worried about me and or other people seeing your dress before we get married.
Okay, so obviously it's preferred for any bride, like, wait till the photos. I would prefer people to not see my dress. I don't care that much. Like, my followers, whatever, they see my dress. It's not the end of the world. You're going to see it anyways.
Right.
I really don't want you to. I think that ruins it a little bit. I definitely don't want you to see my dress. It's bad luck. So it's not guaranteed that the episode will air before or after. They don't guarantee it. That's like one of the things that you like wear off.
But they said probably before our wedding.
Probably, because typically like 6-ish months after you film. I bet if I film in February, I bet around fall the episode will air.
Yeah.
Right? Which most people shop 6 months, 9 months for their wedding. So it would be close. So mine, a year and a half out, it's probably going to air before. So I've already talked to Justin, because I'm like, if it's going to air, like, I kind of feel like, I don't know how I feel, but I kind of feel like you should block my name on social media, because then nothing will show up. So like, say somebody tags me in photo and puts it on my Facebook wall, you can't see it. So I kind of want to wait until like 48 hours.
I'm going to block you on social media? Wow.
No, listen, you're also going to unblock me, and I'm going to be able to see everything you did.
Question.
So this isn't your moment.
Who are you going to bring with you besides Mama Kenzie?
Yes. Okay, so my Mama Bear is obviously coming. Justin's Mama Bear is coming. Justin's sister, who's like a sister to me, I love her. She will be there. And then my brother's wife, because one of my brothers is 10 years older than me. So his wife, because they also dated before they were married, has been in my life so long. Since like 6th or 7th grade was the first time I met her. So it's really the closest thing I have to a sister, like a sister relationship. Right. I'm sure my brother would love to hear that. But you know, like it's just that closeness. She's been in my life so long, total like big sister. And she works in media. So for so long, I looked up to her, still do. But you know, now I actually have a career. I'm not like some loser trying to get a job.
Oh, stop.
So I've always been really close with her. So the two sister-in-laws. So ironically, this is really funny.
Yeah.
My mom and Justin's mom are both Aquariuses, and they're very similar. Like, I think, like, your mom is so blunt, and some people aren't good with blunt. But I am, because, like, I've been living with it my whole life. Like, thank God my mom's not, like, one of those really quiet. Like, I may be like, oh, your mom's mean because she's telling me all this stuff. Like, I don't feel that way. I'm like, I know it's love. Like, I'm super used to it. But your sister and my sister-in-law remind me so much of each other, always had. And then I found out they have the exact same birthday to the day.
They do.
And they're so similar. So it's just really funny. I feel like I'm bringing like two sets of twins is what I feel like I'm bringing. But I'm really excited. It's a fun crew.
It's going to be a lot of fun, for sure. And again, you've already told your piece about how you're scared of me seeing the dress on TV before it airs. And by the way, we have some new people in the show. She's going to be on Say Yes to the Dress next year. So we're very, very excited about that. I'll be honest, as a guy, honest opinion, I don't care if I would have seen it or not seen it. It still would. Our wedding would be super special regardless, because it's the first time I would see you like on that day, with makeup all done, hair all done.
I won't look like I will on that day.
And I mean, honestly, like it's a big deal to you. It's more of a big deal to you than it is to me.
I feel like that's not true.
It is. No, it's true.
You want to know why I feel like it's not true?
Sure. Tell me.
Because we were going through kind of one of the big discussions, like, okay, when you're mapping out your wedding day, there's a lot of things you can decide. And a lot of people will do an early wedding so they can do photos in between. Or a thing to do now is get married later in the afternoon and do your photos first so your guests aren't looking for something to do in between.
Right.
We're doing neither. We're getting married at 4. We have an hour to take, about an hour and a half to take photos while people are in cocktail hour, so we won't see people during cocktail hour.
Right.
And then we'll go do we'll be at our reception.
Right.
So here's the thing. This is why I feel like we can get away with that. But I said, do you want to do photos first? Do you want to get it out of the way?
No.
You said no.
Yeah, no.
You're like, no, the time you walk down the aisle, this will be the first time I see you. Blah, blah. So if you felt like that.
Yeah.
Then why would that matter?
That's a very, very good point. But I think the look for you, first off, to show you've idolized since you were a little girl.
Right.
The huge moment that'll be for you, the great thing it'll be for your brand, okay? Which coincidentally is also for our brand. I think it's a good look for you to be on that show. So seeing you on national TV in that dress versus not walking down the aisle. For me, it'll be the first time walking down the aisle, you in your makeup, whatever. Yeah. I don't want to take pictures before our wedding. I want to take pictures after.
You want that moment on.
Yeah, exactly. So, I mean, like, I guess it is a bit hypocritical, but you understand, like, that TV show means more to you. I want you to have that moment. I don't care if I see your dress, but I won't if you don't want me to. I won't
Definitely
see it,
not. So, I really think, and, like, you may hate this, but it is what it is. I don't think you're really going to be allowed to be on socials, like, when it airs. Wait. I don't want you on like your phone on social media for like a few days.
If it airs during like Cub season, I gotta be able.
I don't care. It's too bad.
Oh, fantasy baseball.
You can watch like you could be on the fantasy baseball app, but you can't be like on Twitter.
All right.
You're gonna have to take a social media break those few days because I'm gonna be stressed about it. But I want to ask really fast: if anybody watches the episode, please just don't take a photo of me in the dress. You know what I mean?
Stop.
Like you don't have to put.
You want that out there?
No. I'm saying like. I'm gonna probably try on 1 million of them so you can take photos of those. If I pick one, maybe even if it's just the close-up of my face, like saying yes where you can't see the shape. Don't post the photo full body of me in my dress. Just help me out.
Here's a great comment. I've never seen this before. I've even thought about it. You should live stream the wedding. What do you think about that?
Live stream the wedding?
I never thought about that before.
I'm not setting all that up. I don't know who's setting all that up.
I mean, me and you aren't going to be there with our laptop. I'm saying, like, we'll see how big this thing grows, but that could be something. Who knows?
We'll see.
Yeah, we'll see.
We'll see.
She's clearly not into that.
I like a little bit of intimacy, like a smidgen.
Well, let's see how big this show grows, and we'll kind of.
We'll see how many requests we get for it. If I feel the need to acquiesce.
Another comment here, but Justin, the whole old tradition is the groom does not see the dress before the wedding, and some still do that, but no one but still no watch. Oh, okay, I got you. Yeah, I mean, yeah, I didn't want to see her before the wedding on that day, but I want her to be on this TV show, and I want her to be able to, like, you know, do the whole thing or whatever. So whatever. I'm
Two things. One, we can definitely get away with doing our photos that fast. I wanted to circle back to this because we're not doing a bridal party.
We're not.
That's like a lot when you're doing all the shots with the bridal party. Plus, say, like, we're gonna get ready with men and women in our life. Like, my mom and my sister-in-laws, they'll be with me.
Right.
So we're both gonna get, like, all the photos of just you and Tristan and just you and my dad. Those will happen before.
Right.
And me and my mom, those will happen before.
Yeah.
So we only really need to do some family shots, just a few of all of us, and then mainly me and you in that, like, hour and a half. Because we'll have done so many, like, with the families prior to walking down.
We can do it.
And I'm going to do the first look with my dad, so he'll see me before going to. So all of those photos. So we're going to knock out a lot before, just not together.
Right.
Just, like, the solo shots with individual people.
Love it. Love it.
That. And, oh, shoot, I had one more thing.
Oh, yeah, that was only one. What's two?
Oh, no. Oh, no. Okay, I forgot. Oh, that's so...
Should we move on and maybe think about it later?
That is so heartbreaking, and it was going to be good.
It was going to be good.
It was going to be the best thing I've ever said.
What was not good was, over the weekend, my neighborhood has a turkey bowl. Now, in case you guys don't know what this is, it's like a bunch of guys that are probably too old to play football still, but they decide they're going to play football. Normally, you do it around Thanksgiving, but because of holidays and family and travel, my neighborhood decided to do it last weekend, right? So all good. I was super excited. And I mean, listen, without bragging, I'm in decent shape, right? I'm in good shape.
You are. I would like to throw in one thing about this turkey bowl before we get into your story.
Okay.
I was told that the men were going to go play in the turkey bowl.
Yeah.
And later, I see, like, a lot of girls were there.
Wives. A lot of wives were there.
Okay.
Yeah, we had groupies. We had groupies on the sideline.
I would like to just throw out there, like, I wasn't invited. You're like, hey, I'm going to the turkey bowl. And I'm like, oh, have fun. Giving you your space. And then you have, like, girls taking photos of you.
Neighbors. Like, my neighbors' wives. It wasn't like we had a bunch of groupies on the sideline.
Wives who apparently need attention.
Oh, my gosh. Okay. Anyways. What were you doing while I was doing turkey bowl? What were you doing?
Baking cookies.
With my family, with, like, my mom, sister.
And guess what? A bunch of guys showed up, and then we baked cookies with them. How would you feel about that? A bunch of Chippendale dancers were in the background.
So, in your mind, we had the equivalent of Chippendale dancers cheering us on at our turkey bowl.
I don't know, like, all of a sudden, like, you're getting tagged in photos, and the girls and the people tagging you, like, are women. And I'm like,
their wives
they weren't playing. Why are they taking all these photos of you?
She's crazy. She's
but
crazy.
Like, guess what? If I went to the turkey bowl, I would take a picture with Justin. I would not take a picture with Steve and, I don't know, like, random, like, why are you taking photos of my husband? What is happening?
I was tagged in a group photo of all the guys that were playing.
That's so weird.
That's not the story.
So weird.
That's not the story, but now you kind of get of what I'm dealing with here. Anyways, so...
City girl, Kenzie, tell us how you feel about this.
Yeah. Anyways, moving along. Turkey Bowl, had a lot of fun. It was really, really cool. In the first game, actually, spoiler alert, my team won the entire thing. We're the champions, right? So that's a good thing. Very excited about the fact we won the whole thing. But in the first game, my guy Craig, quarterback, drops back, throws a deep pass. I'm the wide receiver. I'm going as fast as I can, looking at the ball the whole way, about to catch the ball, and boom! I ran into a glass wall. I run into a glass wall. I fall down instantly. I thought I broke every bone in my body. I mean, now listen, again, even if you're not into football, understand this. I'm going full speed, looking behind me, trying to catch the ball, not even thinking of a glass wall, and I go full speed into this wall. I'm down, out for the count. I'm like, oh my God, what just happened? Like, okay, I'm not bleeding, but I couldn't get up. I was like, I'm not sure if I was concussed. My knee felt like it was gonna explode. I was like, whoa. So we were winning that game. It was like 2 minutes left. I'm like, I'm sitting this one out. Everyone's like worried about me. I'm like, yo, I'm sitting this out. Let me like reassess what's going on. So here's
all the wives, were they worried
so
about
all the wives were like fanning me.
Yeah, is that
and like massaging me.
Yeah, thank God they were there.
It was actually a really nice experience. Anyways, long story short, played a second game. We do win. I am banged up beyond belief. Now, thankfully, spoiler alert, did not break anything. Did not break my nose, my knee, my elbow. No, I didn't break anything. My spirit was broken, and I was badly bruised for like, my knee still hurts. One more thing I'll say. One guy in there, he did that before me. He banged into a glass wall, and I mean, this dude.
What the hell is happening?
This dude had to go to a hospital and like to a doctor. He and then went to a Christmas party that night, and he fell down because he couldn't walk. I mean, he couldn't stand up. So it was serious. He's okay. I saw him today at school, by the way, picking up our boys. I saw him. He's actually like limping a little bit and walking, but
you guys,
it was bad, dude. It was bad.
First off, I would just like to clarify: they're playing football. They're playing flag football. Mm-hmm. So I don't know if this guy, like, this story makes it sound like you're getting tackled by I
explained I went into a glass wall.
Okay, then also he calls me like, I got bad news, blah, blah, I ran into a glass wall. I thought he ran through, he must be like cut up.
Oh my gosh.
I thought he ran through glass, like cut himself. And the way he's reacting, you would have thought that he was pulling shards out of himself.
You weren't there. It hurt so bad. And stop. And I've been really, really banged up. I mean, like my knee is still whatever, dude. You can downplay it all you want, but like I hurt myself pretty damn bad. Anyways, later on that night on Saturday, we had a Christmas party. Super excited about it. It was our neighborhood Christmas party, like our street, kind of like our specific neighborhood, and it sounds like a very dramatic flag football game.
That is what I'm saying.
It was.
Like, settle down. It was like BYOF, bring your own flag, and you guys are like all limping off the field. Sorry.
Says the girl who does not play sports whatsoever.
I play sports.
What do you play?
I've played sports.
What do you play?
A lot of them.
What do you play?
I played lacrosse for a little bit.
What?
I did.
When did you play lacrosse?
In high school for a smidgen of time. I've played everything once. I've done everything.
Everything once. Okay.
I got kicked out of basketball because I wanted to tie my jersey up. It was huge. And they're like, no. And I'm like, okay, I'm out of here.
Okay. So anyways, I'm okay. I survived, guys. Thank you very much. I survived. I did not have a concussion. I'm good. The mind is still there. We're good to go. But later that night, after I took a jacuzzi bath and soaked and had the jets because I was so just banged up, we went to a Christmas party, our neighborhood Christmas party. Now, in the invitation on the Facebook invite, it said ugly sweaters. It said holiday cheer, be festive. It said all those things. So what do Kenzie and Roman do? We go all in, don't we? I know. Yes. So did you.
we went right into the picture.
We go all in.
I love a theme.
Yes.
That is one thing about me. I'm gonna go balls to the wall for a theme.
Yes, you did. You look beautiful.
There you go.
I've been working out, as you could tell, as you could see.
I went as Mrs. Claus, Mr. Claus mistress, as you can tell. Okay.
Well, what am I? Mr. Claus. So wait.
The side. No.
I'm the side piece?
You kind of look like a side piece.
Anyways,
you look like a Chippendale that would help me bake cookies.
Here we are, rocking the theme that we thought was happening on our Christmas party in our neighborhood.
Yeah.
We walk up to the house, and you look through the window first.
Yeah, because we were like, we hadn't been to this house before, right? So we're like, you're looking for the address. Like, I think it's this one. I fucking see inside. Everyone is dressed in formal evening wear. Everyone looks... I'm talking really pretty skirts, beautiful tops, dresses, heels. I look like a jackass, okay? And I would like to preface by, this is not the first time you have done this to me, because our friend Courtney threw a Christmas party, and you told me it was ugly sweater themed, and it wasn't. Everyone was dressed in like designer, and I wore an ugly sweater from Jingle Bash. Yeah, it's different. This is the second time. I may not marry you. If this comes up on our wedding, I will literally turn back around. So pisses me off. To my
defense, Courtney's party last year was an ugly Christmas sweater party.
No, it wasn't.
Yes,
She's never done that.
And then this year, you saw the invite. It said ugly sweater, festive, holiday.
It was like, come in what you want is what the invite said. Courtney's party, and no one else did. No one else, it was like we were partying with the Grinches. No one cared about Christmas.
So she looks through the window and she's like, nobody's dressed up. Damn it, Justin. So we walk in.
Every fucking time.
I go, well, we've already committed. We've already committed to these outfits.
I wanted to go home. I go, let's go change. So I'm not doing this.
We walk in and everybody's like, oh, look at you guys.
It was so effing humiliating.
They're wearing regular sweaters.
Beautiful, but the girls are dressed in nice skirts and dresses. This is a fucking, like, it's not even Leg Avenue. Like, Leg Avenue is a nicer version of what I have on. This was, like, in the sale bucket at Party City. Like, Santa Claus, okay. Like,
I will say,
so embarrassing.
You look really, really, really cute. I look like a goofball. And so I was the one that felt out of place because you could rock that and you put like a black leather coat on.
I had like a little black leather coat.
I was wearing that the entire night when everyone else was not wearing anything like that. So it gets funnier because here we are, like the two oddballs wearing like the Christmas theme or the fun party guys, and they have a white elephant exchange, right? A gift exchange, which is always a lot of fun. But this time around in the white elephant exchange, everybody's giving like really cool bottles.
Really? Nice gifts.
Bottles of liquor, massages, like literally like really, really good gifts. We know what white elephant gifts are, like old school, like funny
things that you like find.
Horrible things you want to get rid of.
People were giving away massage gift cards.
I want it.
He won a massage gift card.
I want it.
I'm like, uh-oh.
But the best part of the entire night, the best gift of the entire night was the one that Kenzie K gave. What did you give as the white elephant gift? Now, mind you, again,
okay.
The rest of the gifts are all very, very nice. Bottles
We're
of
talking
alcohol.
like nice bottles, not mini.
Yeah.
Nice bottles of alcohol with wine glasses, massage gift cards. Which, by the way, just to show that we're not like horrible people, the limit was $20 to $25.
Right.
That bottle of alcohol and 2 bottles of wine and a $60 massage gift card, that is out of the budget. We were told a budget, we didn't go under. I gave away, which is a party favorite, okay, and always has been for me.
Right.
I had a never used pack. I have a used pack, but I got a never used pack. It is.
What are these? Come on, this is funny.
It is a box of tampons that are actually flasks. So
Flask Tampons.
If you pull them out, they're in the paper, and then you pull them out, like everything looks like a tampon.
Right.
But when you pull them out of the wrapping paper, they're tubes for alcohol.
That is horrible.
Which I was like, this is great. I love them. Listen. Like, they're batting 1,000. No one's ever stopped a bitch. Ever.
As we're watching everybody open these great bottles of alcohol, the massages, like these really good presents, I'm like, oh my God, they're going to hate our gifts.
Oh my God.
My gift was no better.
And by the way, they knew it was a shitty gift because it was wrapped in a Grill Master's bag. Because I'm not using one of my nice Christmas bags for white elephant. I thought it would make it funny. And you see people avoiding because all these other things are wrapped pretty. People are avoiding my Grill Master's bag.
I will say, your gift was picked up and unwrapped. Everyone was dying laughing.
Yeah.
And it was stolen not once, but twice.
It did get stolen.
So clearly it was a hit of the party, even though we didn't understand the rules, I guess. We were definitely 2 hits of the party.
Oh my God. And I explained, like I opened one for a demonstration to see the tube. I mean, they're the best. I like I said, used them, not that pack. I had a fresh pack of tampon flasks. And never been stopped. I mean, they are batting 1,000. They're a fabulous purchase. And
these outfits also batting 1,000.
Oh my God.
Look at how good we look.
Unbelievable. And I would like to clarify, Courtney has never, and this classifies for her personality too, she's never done an ugly sweater party ever. I disagree. She looks beautiful every single year, and so does every guest. And I wore an ugly sweater when everyone else was like in Chanel, and I haven't gotten over that yet.
And we're so bummed, but also excited because Courtney's having a party again on Saturday.
Yes.
And by the way, Courtney's my co-host from the Chicago Bulls. So if you've been to Bulls games before, I was the host with Courtney. We were the co-host for like 5 seasons, right? So that's what we're talking about. Courtney, one of my best friends. You become close to her as well. Yeah. She's having a party on Saturday, and we were gonna go, but I forgot that my guy Mitchell Tenpenny, the country singer, he's in town performing at Joe's on Weed in Chicago, and I promised him I'd be there a long time ago. I got the dates mixed up, so we can't even go to Courtney's party on Saturday to clarify about the ugly sweater.
Because I was going to come in a banging outfit. I was looking up gowns, bitch. I was going the exact opposite direction. I was going to wear a red carpet ensemble, okay, to this thing. But like City Girl said, one thing I've learned about being with my guy, read the info, because sometimes the guy don't tell you the right info. Mm-hmm. How about he never tells you the right info at any point in time? I told
you the right info about this party. No one else did it, and we were in budget for the white elephant gifts. Everybody else went over budget. I can't be with you. And I tried to leave. I was like, let's just go change. Like it was 4 houses down from us. We committed. We committed.
Oh my God.
And we look great. Come on. No. That's awesome. All right. moving right along, Kenzie made me crack up on Tuesday night. So, my history again, if you guys have watched the first episode, I used to be in a boy band. I auditioned for O-Town back in the day, was making the band. I didn't make it, but it gave me the confidence and the motivation to kind of create my own.
He was on a spin-off called Not Making the Band.
Oh, yeah, I did not make the band. But, so I'm still friends with the guys from O-Town, Eric, Trevor, Jacob, Dan, even Ashley Parker Angel, who's not part of the group anymore, but like we're all still cool, right? Well, anyways, Eric Michael Estrada from O-Town, he created this TV show on ABC. You may have seen it on Tuesday. It was called A Very Boy Band Christmas, right? So we watched it. I loved it. You didn't love it as much.
Not at all.
But it sparked a phenomenal conversation because we're watching this. And we're talking about boy bands, and I go.
Here's the thing. I had a lot of questions. I didn't recognize a lot of the people, and in fairness, they don't obviously look the same. They were like super young. And
you're younger than me, so you don't remember NSYNC in their heyday.
I will say, NSYNC was popular when I was young because I remember liking Britney Spears. I was never a boy band person. I never got into it. I had an older brother. So my oldest brother, both are older, but my oldest brother is 10 years older than me. He listened to hip hop, rap. I knew every word to 50 Cent into Club, but when I was Tristan's age. Okay. I was not into boy bands.
Thanks to you, my son knows every word to Country Grammar by Nelly.
Dog.
Including the dirty version because that's what you played for him.
I did not play the dirty version. That is a lie.
Anyways.
Played the radio.
Anyways, which by the way, they say lesbian twin in the radio.
Well, what are you, a lesbian? What do you want? You know what I mean? Like, okay, first off, he's not going to get picked on, okay? The kid needs to have a little swagger. He doesn't need to be saying Kids Bop his entire life. He's almost 8.
Kids Bop is safe. It's safe.
Oh, God. He heard a song and he thinks it's about Cocoa Puffs. Like, Cry Me a River.
Back to our story.
Boy band song.
Yeah. Actually, Timberlake, but yeah. Well,
I don't know.
So back to our original story. This made me laugh so hard. So she had a lot of questions about the boy bands, right? And so I'm answering the question. I go, listen, basically, the Jackson 5 was one of the first boy bands of all time. Now, you could debate if it was the Beatles, if it was Jackson 5. Either way, Jackson 5, one of the first boy bands of all time.
I would say the Beatles are more like a normal band.
And she turned to me and said what?
I was confused by that statement. Because I'm like, well, Janet isn't a guy. So she's not a boy. So how could they possibly be a boy band?
So Kenzie thought that Janet Jackson was in the Jackson 5. And I couldn't help but cry. I got mad. I go, get out. Get out right now. I was so mad that you could think Janet was in the Jackson 5 because I'm a diehard Michael Jackson fan. So and just by being with me through osmosis, you would think you would know these things about the Jackson 5, about Michael, about Janet, but no, Janet was not in the Jackson 5.
So, okay, here's the thing. I knew the Jackson 5 was a little family group, family group, and the Jacksons that I know are Michael and Janet. And Janet's arguably my favorite of the Jacksons.
Watch it.
But I'm saying I adore Janet Jackson. Yeah. You and I
do too. I love her. I do.
I love her. I was obsessed with her effing choreography when I was young. I watched her and Paula Abdul nonstop. Yeah. Loved it. Yeah. So I loved her, and I just assumed it was a family group. They're the two most talented Jacksons. And honestly, I think the Jacksons really dropped the ball there. Maybe they wouldn't have broken up. You know what I mean? Maybe Michael wouldn't have felt like peeling off, if Janet had been there because she's so talented.
For the record, Janet is much younger than those guys.
Yes.
So she was like a toddler when they were in their heyday.
I bet that was one talented toddler.
It was.
Okay?
No, it was.
Janet, are you kidding me?
The Jackson 5 was a boy band. They were all boys. And
wow.
But God bless this girl. God bless this girl because that made me at first mad and then laugh, and it got a great reaction on social media. We posted a video, a reel, and a TikTok about it, and people love that.
I would say I would have put a lot of money down that I could have named 2 members, and they would have been Michael and Janet.
Michael and Janet, no.
I would have arguably put my life on the line of and that hurt a little bit. Yeah, that hurt a little bit.
For the record, if you're just joining us, Janet Jackson was not, I repeat, she was not part of
I talked about that all week on all my shows.
And you got a good reaction on that, right?
Yeah, I feel like a lot of people knew.
Everybody knows. Everybody knows.
I thought more people were going to join in, wow, and think it was a fun fact.
No.
A lot of people were aware.
Yeah.
They were. Yeah. More than I anticipated.
One of the many perks about marrying an older guy is that we have these kind of generational things, and I can like teach you. Like you didn't know that Janet wasn't part of Jackson 5. Like you didn't know that.
Thank God for you.
Yeah.
That's what I thought to myself is I'm so lucky for this moment here.
Should we tackle age difference right now? Because we keep teasing about it. I feel like maybe now is a good time to kind of talk about age difference and the pros and cons of our relationship, or no?
Wow.
You want to skip
All right,
it?
let's do it.
I have it on the show flow as like Janet Jackson 5 age difference. We can go to the next topic if you want to go to the next topic. You made the call.
That's toughies. I think we can tickle it a little. You know what I mean?
Tickle.
We can play with it a little.
So in case you guys don't know, because I know I do look very, very young, I am older than Kenzie, right? By like...
You have effing gray hair. You think that they think that maybe I'm older?
Where's my gray hair? Where's that?
You have sparkly hair right there. Look at your beard. It's 90 salt.
It's a ring light. There's a ring light shining on my beard.
I love your sparkly hair though.
So
that's not a problem.
I am 10 plus years more than Kenzie.
Give the actual age difference. You brought it up. Do it.
So, I am 18 years older than Kenzie.
18 years.
18 years. I like to say the fact, though, that, like, I'm way more immature than my age, and she's more mature than her age.
That's all true.
So we kind of meet somewhere, like, in the 32 range, I want to say. 33.
Yeah, we're a mid-30s.
We're like a mid-30 couple.
Yeah.
Right?
I would say that that's fair. That's, honestly, sometimes he does things, and I think, God, I should have dated older. Like, you are a child. And honestly, we don't work out. I'm going probably right to 70. I think next. I think I'm just done.
I think that we really do work because the age difference and because, like I said, the maturity level, I'm not your typical, 44-year-old. You're for damn sure not your typical 26-year-old. We do kind of meet in the middle, but even like some of our musical tastes are like Selena, Prince, Tupac. Those are three of my favorite artists of all time, We went to the Rock of Ages musical, which is based on like the 80s power ballads, and you knew like a lot of those songs. Like you're definitely like an old soul.
Yeah, I'm definitely an old soul.
And I'm like a young soul.
I have a theory on souls, like old souls and young souls, by the way. So I don't know if reincarnation is a thing. I'm unsure about it. But my theory,
it's very deep.
Yeah, my theory is if reincarnation exists, right? Old souls like me are like we're on our way out. You know what I'm saying? Mine has ridden this rodeo a shitload of times, and my soul wanted to get to it. Like, let's get a good job, let's get a good man, let's like shut it down, let's go to bed early. And like your soul's gonna be out and about for a while. Like it's a baby soul, like it's only probably maybe done this 3 or 4 times.
What are you talking
about? And like your soul's only lived like 3 or 4 times, like in like 3 or 4 bodies. Reincarnation.
So you think that I have a soul that has lived 3 or 4 different lifetimes?
Right, and mine's probably at like 50.
What?
And that's like old soul, young soul. I think that my soul is like exhausted.
I don't believe in any of that, by the way.
And I think that this may be its last, like, I think my soul's probably going right to the maker after this. Yours isn't. Yours is going to be busy, in some other body.
I'm going to ride rodeos.
Yeah, like you're going to be really busy. I'm serious.
Again, those thoughts are, I don't believe in the reincarnation and souls.
If it exists, that's what's going on.
Listen, I believe in heaven. I believe in all. Yeah. I believe in God. Not that, listen, you do what you want to do. I know where we stand. This is my first time I heard of the fact that she believes in like old soul, new soul.
I'm not sure if it exists, but if it exists, that's what's happening. I'm sure that.
Okay, we're gonna move along here. I think it's a little too deep for our weekly show.
No, I don't think it is. I got an old soul. It's exhausted, bitch. It's so tired.
She's in her 50th life. I bet you guys didn't know that.
Yeah.
She's tired.
You try living fucking 50 lifetimes.
Yeah, she's tired.
I'm exhausted all the time. I have too much knowledge.
She was so tired that when she stacked the dishwasher.
Oh, F off.
This is what it looked like. So.
There's nothing wrong with that. Nothing.
I want you guys to take a quick look at the dishwasher here. Kenzie does a lot of things right. She does a lot of things right. We're going to get to that in a little bit. But stacking this dishwasher was wrong. And here's why. You have bowls that are facing each other that can't get clean because they're and you have
I don't think that's true. The jets come from under.
And you have things that are stacked on top of each other, so it's not cleaning the entire thing. Like that is a very, very not well put together top rack of our dishwasher.
You know what? You're not a well put together rack. Okay, here's the thing. The jets come from underneath, okay? Right. And so even if they're facing each other, the jet could clearly still power through the entire scenario. And you know what? Then you do the damn dishes. Okay, I don't need to fill this thing if you don't like it. You think that hurts my feelings?
But I think you teach me certain things and I learn from it. I think I could teach you.
I feel like I don't need to learn this. I feel like I'm to capacity, and after cooking dinner and cleaning the dishes,
all right,
I don't need to learn about it.
So Kenzie loves and trusts her followers, right? She has more followers than me on social media, right? So she trusts and she loves that fan base. Now you put this to a vote, to a poll. What were the results?
I don't know.
You don't lie.
Don't
you dare lie.
I didn't go back and check.
I did. Don't you dare lie. What were the results? Were people with me on this or with you on this?
I don't remember. I can't
People
remember.
agreed with me because that's not how you stack the dishwasher.
Did you take a screenshot of it? Did you?
No, I didn't.
Well, I don't remember.
Anyways, it was overwhelmingly majority.
People were upset with the dishwasher.
Yeah.
I get it. But again, I cooked the dinner, I washed all the dishes off. Then load it. Then load it how you want.
I did. I had to reload that, right? I did.
Yeah, and you know what? Actually, I think from here on out, I'm never gonna load it.
Okay, interesting.
You do it.
Interesting.
You're super good at it. The whole thing is I cook dinner because I'm good at it, right?
Yeah.
We have found your skill set. Look.
No, that's not me. For the record, if you're just tuning into our show, that is not me. That was Kenzie K.
I'm saying, we have found your it thing, and
All
I think it's doing the dishwasher.
Another thing I didn't realize about Kenzie was that she leaves the oven door open after she's done cooking. And why is that, babe?
Because y'all grew up rich, apparently. Because my mom was stingy with the heat, and it's free heat.
It's free heat.
It's free heat. So I couldn't wait to go cuddle up next to the damn oven in the middle of winter. Are you kidding me? So yeah, I'm not gonna heat that oven up and then get rid of all that heat for no reason. Put it in the air. Y'all, you just be wasting things.
Feel free to comment if you'd like. I've never heard of this. I've never ever heard of this. But you do it every single time you cook.
Yeah, you thought I was doing it on accident. You're like, it's open. I'm like, yeah, I know. I'm giving us the heat that we just paid money, but we pay money to heat that thing up, and we have our heat on. You know that, right?
Yeah, but okay, so question. Isn't it a gas oven or no?
I don't know.
So I'm worried, is when you open it and leave it open, is gas?
No, it's cooking it's cooking our food.
That's
it's not
true.
going to be something toxic.
Valid.
Okay, see? So, listen, you're welcome, okay? Because I'm putting you on game. I'm saving us money. I cannot believe you just want to waste. You pay all that money and heat
I
it
am
up.
not bashing you for this. I've just never experienced it before. Growing up, we didn't do that.
Rich people. Psh.
And I was just curious as if other people have done that before.
You didn't do it growing up. You were just so well off.
No, it's not about being well off. It's about
we went to Disney every year and we didn't leave the oven open. I've heard all the stories.
Those are both true things.
I know. Because I asked you once, I'm like, have you been to Disney? You're like, yeah, every year. I'm like, you know what? You know what?
This is not about my upbringing or your upbringing. Because listen, you had a great upbringing, as did I, and our kids, including Tristan, are going to have a phenomenal upbringing, right?
Yes.
All right. So I know that there was a couple of things I pointed out that, you may think I was making fun of her. I wasn't. But let me give her the utmost props here. She is, I gotta whisper, she is kicking ass when it comes to the Elf on the Shelf. She is rocking the Elf on the Shelf, right? So the first one was this. It's Elfie, or actually it's Cubby, saying, I'm back.
He returned.
And by the way, yes, my son's Elf on the Shelf's name is Cubby in honor of the Chicago Cubs.
I'm sure that wasn't influenced by
He picked it. All right, so that was the first one. What's up, Robert? How's it going, Robert? We missed you, buddy. Where you been, dude?
I know, dude.
Where you been, bro? So that's the first Elf on the Shelf. Here is the second. That was really cute.
The fishing.
Gone fishing.
Yeah, that was great.
Look how cute that is. Yeah, Malazzo, that's so awesome.
Thank you.
And the next one, so my son Tristan, I caught him many, many times just looking at that on the fireplace and cracking up. He was laughing, belly laughs about this. It was so cute, so cute. And by the way, you on Instagram you put Ludacris, roll out.
These have great songs attached to them.
Yeah.
I just want you to know, appropriate songs.
And then the last one that I have here that was really cute. It was To the Moon. So you are crushing the Elf on the Shelf game. Really fast. I want to go backwards for 1 second. City Girl says she always did that to cool it down faster. And hey, free heat. So when she would pull the oven open, she would do it to cool it down faster. But the free heat, I think, was a bonus for her, where your main intention is to heat the house more.
I'm absolutely stealing that heat. That was a big thing in my household.
But so back to the elf on the shelves. So like you're crushing it now. Can I ask you a question that people have been going crazy about this on social media? Like, where are you getting these ideas from?
Well, some of them are mine. Some of them I've seen places. Some I've seen on Pinterest. Some of them I've like doctored. I mean, I look at it's like a full-time job trying to find cool elf on a shelf. I mean, it's a lot of work trying to find good ones that like you're capable of. Plus, and I know that we're gonna get into this too. Yeah. There's a lot of kids with multiple elves on the shelves, so it's hard to find ideas for the single elf too, because sometimes it's like snowball fights with marshmallows, but we only have one. Right. Things like that. So I mean, it's a lot of work. I think about stuff. I Google stuff. I look on sites. I change them around. Like, it's like, okay, but what would make Tristan laugh? Like, you just...
Right. So do you have a favorite of these four? The I'm Back.
Oh, okay.
The Gone Fishing. The TP. Or the Moonshot. What's your favorite up on the shelf so far?
Oh my God, that's really tough. So I will say the longest any of them took me was that effing astronaut right there.
And but for the record, you went to work. I was home, and like the arms would come off because you like do duct tape them, right?
Duct tape it,
and the arms would fall down. I'm like, because he can't see you touching it, right? So like,
yes, you do.
He go to the bathroom and I'd be like, to put
the arm back on. Yeah. That one was a lot of work, which I wasn't anticipating. And then once I was halfway in, I'm like, it's too late. And honestly, the most challenging part, like I'm trying to get that stupid elf to stick to the wall because it has to look like he's floating. I couldn't put him down. Like he's supposed to look like he's in the air. So I'm trying to get this little effer to stick to the wall. And on top of that, I have the art skills of Tristan. So cutting that moon and star. Do you know how many moons I went through? Like it took me so. I was losing my mind.
I will say, so he came because he went downstairs first, and he's like, "Daddy, Kenzie's not going to be able to cook tonight." And I'm like, "Why?" Because that's over the stove.
It was over the stove.
Yeah. So he was like, "Kenzie can't cook tonight," because he's loved all these. He has loved all these.
Had a blast.
Robert said, we asked where Robert was, and he said that he was Christmas shopping and he's gonna watch the replay later.
Oh, thank you, Robert.
And that's actually a really cool segue for us. Is that in case you come in late or you gotta leave early, we always have the replay available on Twitch. Also, I upload it to YouTube the night of or first thing in the morning, so you can always watch the replay in its entirety on Twitch or YouTube. Twitch is instant. YouTube normally is night, might be probably tomorrow morning actually. So yeah, so you can watch the replay. So Robert, thank you so much. We appreciate you coming in and saying hello, but also watching the whole thing later on because we do this
super helpful for us.
You guys. We really do.
Thank you. All right,
so now that we've touched on the elf on the shelves, why don't you go into your thought process about the multiples?
So this is starting to bother me, okay? And one of them is my followers, and I heart you, but I am going to talk smack about you right now. So here's the deal. I only am okay with multiple elves on a shelves if you have multiple kids. I still think you should only have one, even if you have multiple kids.
One.
Just have one. But I will say, like, maybe you have a boy and a girl, and they really both want to name one or what. I could see some scenarios popping up where it's cute to have more than one if you have multiple kids. These parents, and I still love you guys people, but these parents with multiple elves on the shelves for one kid. Tristan has come home talking about his friend has 5, and why does he only have one?
He said Dominic has 15 elves on the shelves.
I'm like, Dominic can...
No, I go...
I said some things about Dominic.
I go, Dominic's a liar. He's a liar. That's not true.
Your friend's a dirty little liar.
I said that.
Shouldn't hang out. You should spend time with him.
So if Dominic's parents are in the show, sorry, but
we just had to deter... Well, because it's the same as the parents who like want to buy their kids a new car because they lost a tooth. And it's like, can we get on the same program? It's like a 5 or a 1, okay? It's one elf. And so this came up because this mom DM'd me. I was like, please keep posting these. My kid has 3 and I have to have them each do things. And I go, wait for one kid? Because I'm like, okay, maybe per kid. Like that's an excuse if like they each really, really wanted one. She's like, no, 1. And I go, why?
That's not cool.
Listen, these things don't magically show up. You went out and bought 3. So why are you even complaining about it? You chose this lifestyle. Yeah. And why would you do that? He doesn't need 3 magical things, doing 3 magical things in the middle of the day. It's already a huge bonus. Okay, we got Santa once a year, baby. Now you're getting an elf 25 nights out of the year doing all these funny things. You don't need several elves. And it's always those parents who ruin it for the rest of the parents. The ones who go way crazy with the tooth fairy, way crazy with the amount of L. And it's like, we need like it should be a law. Like only one elf on a shelf. Like literally law.
We have a comment here. That's a little too much for one kid. And does this kid have a new elf for each day? Maybe that's what they're doing. Is like every day of the week is a different elf. I don't know. I don't like it. I'm against it. I'll be honest. I'm against the whole elf on the shelf thing. Anyways,
you don't like it.
Last episode, I kind of went on a rant about that. When was Santa Claus just not enough for us? When was Santa Claus? Sorry, yeah, this is weird.
You're gonna rip my hair.
When was Santa Claus just not enough? Like we had to invent something else. Like
okay, and I defended that a little bit because I said the reason people get so into this is because, and we've talked about this, I know we've addressed it before, but you get this very small window where children understand magic and believe in it. Because you can be 2 and go, that's cool. You don't understand the concept. Tristan's at this great age where it's like he's flying to the North Pole. He understands the concept and how cool that would be. Yeah. And he's only going to believe it for this long. Yeah. And I get wanting to cash it out. How fun has it been? How excited has he been?
And I got to tell you guys, he has just gone crazy for all of these.
Crazy. He's had so much fun. So I get it because it brings a lot of joy and you get this window and once it's gone, right? So I get why it's invented. My issue is the amount.
Only one.
Yes. Like, he doesn't need 5 elves. And this is how kids learn to not be able to handle life, okay? This is, what do you mean I don't have 17 elves entertaining me and juggling and Santa Claus and Beamer because I lost a tooth? Like, we are doing way too much. They're effing set. They'll be good. We need to remember, like this is the real world and kid world's great. And you should allow them to live in it. You should also bring them back to real world because it becomes a very hard adjustment at like 16 when it's the first time you've asked them to load a dishwasher. Okay.
Speaking of dishwasher, just don't do it like that, ever.
Well, at least I do it. At least I do it. At least I do it.
A child's innocence is a beautiful thing.
I know.
It really is, man. I mean, I wish I could. I know I'm always gonna love my son. I know it, but like I wish I could just press pause right now at 7 years old and keep him this age forever because he's like out of diapers. Obviously, he can eat on his own. He can walk on his own. He can.
But here's what bothers me. I'm gonna be honest with you.
Tell me.
You always talk smack about like these other ages. Mm-hmm. Like, oh, the baby age sucks. This age sucks. And it bumps me out because one, like, we're about to have those kids and you're going to act like, oh, it sucks. Like, what, are you just going to hang out with Tristan the whole time? Like, it's going to suck. Like, that's one, it's kind of rude. 2, you didn't feel that way when Tristan was that age. Nope. Like, now you're like, yes, you're appreciating, this is so fun and it's cool. But it's like, you make it to, like, you keep in mind you have a bunch of other kids who are going through those stages.
Can I clarify what I've always said? And this is the truth. I tell new parents this all the time. I said, listen, my advice to you is every single stage is better than the last stage. And I'm telling you that's true. You will find that out to be true too. Yes, the newborn is
every time.
It's your baby. It's like our first baby, right? It's amazing, unbelievable. You will find out that in 6 months, that little baby is gonna smile about certain things, gonna have a little personality. Then you're gonna hold on. Then you're gonna find out at 1, that baby is now walking, and that's a holder. Every stage is better than the last stage. You will find that out. I have found that out. Our first baby together, I'm going to be through the moon when I have.
You just act like you're not going to be.
I am, of course.
Because you've had friends over and they've said, like, we don't know if we're going to have more kids because, you know, they're getting older, so we're past on the stage. You're like, yeah, that stage sucks. It's like, why would you say that? You were over the moon to do it with Tristan. You want to have more kids.
Did you hear what I said?
I know, but it's like
perspective.
You just okay.
It's about every stage.
You just make it sound like you'll meet our kid when it's 5. It's the energy you put out.
You will realize, and again, I can't fight you on this because you haven't had a child yet. You will realize every stage is better than the last.
But I don't think I'll ever look past and went, that sucked, unless they're like a teen, like a raging hormonal teen.
The newborn stage is boring. They don't do anything. It's, you know what I'm saying? Like they eat and they poop every single like 4 seconds. That's it. You will realize
that. But they do cute things with their little heads. And they do like, you're really just gonna be like, ugh.
That's not what I did.
That's how you're gonna feel.
That's not what I did.
This sucks. I'm bored. Kenzie can be with it.
That's
and I'll hang out with
Tristan. What I did with Tristan. That's not what I'm gonna do with our baby.
But that's my fear. Is I'm saying I know you didn't do it with Tristan. You've been an amazing father.
I won't.
But you're exuding like all. And you've actually made comments before, like, well, that's happening. I'll be with Tristan. No, we're a family.
I didn't say it.
Yes, you have.
Oh,
you've made comments like, we'll be at baseball, and it's like, keep it up because then me and my baby won't be here. Okay.
See, you're already my baby or our baby?
Well, I'm not going to hate it. I'm not going to hate it.
Your verbiage.
Well, I'm not going to hate it for being in diapers, and apparently you will, so that's the difference.
And again, you have this on tape now. Literally, I said every stage is better than the last stage. I didn't say that the first stage sucks. I'm saying that every stage is better than the last. Yeah, look at that. So true. Little children are... little problems. Oh yes, the growth process is so special. It really, really is special. One good thing about Facebook is you get these memories, right? Like I'll log on to Facebook and I'll get this like on this day 4 years ago, and it's my little 3-year-old doing something super cute. You know what I'm saying?
When you didn't like him because he was because he was like wore diapers.
You are so bitter.
Were you like, oh,
you're
God.
just so bitter.
Well, I'm just saying you've made really negative comments.
No, I'm saying right now is even better.
Right now you didn't say it, but you've said it before.
Conversely, I know there's going to be an age when I'm like, no, that was better. Meaning like he's going to become a teenager.
Yeah, and he doesn't want to hang out with us.
And I'm like, oh, I wish he was like going back. I wish he was like 9 or 8 or whatever that age. We haven't hit it yet, thank God. But there's going to be a time when the opposite is true.
So I've felt like what you're saying. I want him young because I know that he won't care about me when he's because he's just a teenager, like typical teenager that he won't care if we're both alive. But I am excited for when he's like a smidgen older, and I just think there's things about me that he's gonna think are cooler when he's older. When he needs help with like Spanish homework or like right now as like a little kid I never want to eat. When he's a boy who wants good food, like I cook, I make really good food.
You do.
And I make a lot of it. And I can't wait till it's like 10 o'clock at night and he's like, do we have any snacks? And I'm like, I'm about to make you the best grilled cheese of your life. Are you kidding me? I'm like a movie person. You're not as into movies as I am. No. I love I can't wait till he's like, okay, I'm like, listen, I'm gonna make some like special drizzle kettle corn, some grilled cheeses. Let's watch movies all that, like 10. Like, I think when he gets a little older, some of that stuff, like right now it's still only cartoon movies and the attention span, right? Or like just the food isn't as big of a thing, or like just wait until he has like a book report, art project. Are you kidding me? Aced. Like, I can't wait.
We have a first time viewer, first time chat, Borilolo. Can we trust Kenzie doing Spanish homework?
What's that supposed to mean?
Actually, I want her to brag a little bit because
what's that supposed to mean?
I'm the Mexican of us two, yet she is the one that's almost fluent in Spanish. Tell them what you've been doing and how much you're working.
Well, first off, I've been working on my Spanish 4 years. Okay, I knew what I called street and or ghetto Spanish because I lived in Florida, so I could get in a fight no problem in Spanish. But then I'm like, I want my kids to like really speak it and like so educated. I want my kids to be able to be public speakers in Spanish, right? So I want...
En español.
Yes. I want like... I just want like a next level, not casual Spanish, okay? So I was trying to get there. So I've been working really, really hard. I take classes every day. I even have a teacher in Peru that I work with several times a week. So I've been perfecting my Spanish.
So my background is I'm half Mexican, half Swedish, right? And so Tristan is a quarter Mexican. I cannot speak Spanish, like at all. I took Spanish in high school. It did not stick.
Your dad did your homework for
my
you.
Dad would do my homework. My dad would help out with homework, and I didn't learn much. But here's the deal. My father being Mexican and my mom being Swedish, at the house when I was a kid, it was never Spanish was never spoken because my mom doesn't speak Spanish. So I do regret that a little bit for my music career. I wish that I spoke Spanish and was fluent in Spanish.
And just like life in general. Yeah, life in general. So good to know multiple languages.
Specifically being in music, I'm a pretty decorated artist that I would have been, I think, even bigger and better had I been able to be bilingual, right? Look at Pitbull. Not that I'd be a rapper, but Pitbull is perfect at Spanglish. He would, I mean, that's kind of what got him doing his thing, right? Exactly. So anyways, I don't speak it, unfortunately. My girl has been really, really adamant about learning Spanish, and she is practically fluent, or I don't know what level you're at, like you're really, really good. Mm-hmm. So my Mexican son will be learning Spanish, not from his Mexican dad, but from his bonus mom, what we call it? Yeah, whatever. Me. So like crazy how it's gonna work. But yeah, Borilolo, you can definitely trust her doing Spanish homework because she can speak better Spanish than I can.
And he's Mexican, so what up? What up?
Okay. Well, welcome to the show, man. Appreciate it. First time viewer, first time chatter. But
anyways, those things that I think you can appreciate when he's not such a little, because right now it's like, throw a ball with me. Like, okay, you win. Okay, I drop it. I broke a nail. I'm like, I'm done. So it's like, I think there's going to be certain things, like, for example, like, I hosted ride openings and stuff like that at Universal Studios. Like, if he gets into any of those movies and found out that, like, I hosted that ride open, there's just going to be things that he gets a little more in touch with that he's like, oh, Kenzie's cool. So, and I'm excited for that.
I will say, before we go to our last topic, I will say, today in the car, we were driving, he was asking where you were. You weren't on the radio, but, like, maybe I had the radio on or whatever. Anyways, he goes to me, he goes, Daddy, is Kenzie still at B96? Like, meaning, like, are you working there right now? I'm like, no, she's off, but she'll be home in a little bit. He goes, have I ever been to B96? I go, actually, yeah, bro. I go, I used to work there, obviously. I go, and you were at my last show ever. You were there with Nana and Papa. You're at my last B96 show, you know? He goes, oh, I want to go back there. So, like, already, if we do bring him back to B96 and you see the studio and everything, like, you are, like, the cool bonus mom when we do that, you know? Like, that's a cool, like, that'll be, like, your job and your perks will be really, really cool to him. Where, like, when I was doing it, he was like 0 through, like, 5, you know what I'm saying? So, like,
so I'm excited for that. I think he's gonna have a different appreciation. Again, not, like, full-blown teenager. Like, I still want him little, but I'm excited for when he gets it. I'm excited for that too, but I'm almost fearful of him being in like high school and his buddies being like, oh, hey, is your stepmom coming to football? Hey, is your stepmom going to be home? Like, you know, because I will be, because I am at everything that kid does. That's my baby. So we'll see how he handles that, because, you know, like, that's tough, man. You know, it's tough when your buddies rag on you. Like, my sister's very, very pretty. Mm-hmm. So in high school, all my buddies be like, oh, your sister's. I'm like, what? Dude, watch it. Bro, my brothers had it, like, especially Adam, because my mom was a very young mom. Mm-hmm. So she was like 30 when Adam's like in high school, or 35 which is high school. Yeah, whatever. I'm like revisiting that. Your mom wasn't 14 when Adam was born, but whatever. I don't know. I can't back to whatever. So she was a very young mom, so she's still very young. And between like sister, like, but my poor brothers, between my mom and me, like, we're both pretty people, right? And it's like, my mom, I mean, how do you think I felt when I went through my gawky stage with braces? And like, your mom's the hot one. Like, at least as a guy, like, I wanted to date guys and they wanted to date my mom. Like, that sucks, okay? Yeah. Like, that's a totally different level of loser. I think it sucks more for your brothers, though. I think your brothers had it rougher than that. To this day, like, I didn't realize, I forgot how it got brought up, but one of my brothers, he is quite a tumbler, quite a little wrestler. He gets in fights. I was more like him than the other one. We used to get in some tussles. And one of his friends made a comment, I guess, about like, oh, but I would sleep with her. He like busted his face in at work. Like, they were at work, he got fired. I'm like, why? Why would you let some guy who's never talked to me before, just because he said that, who cares? I get it. He doesn't get to talk to me. It's like, it'd be one thing if it happened. You gotta be protective. He'll never be able to talk to me. I don't get it. Protective brothers. Oh my God. All right, so I'm also a very, very proud fiance of this woman. So I know I give her a hard time on certain things. Yes. And we've talked about a couple things here. You do it. Wait, we're both like ball busters, all right? Yes, we're both ball busters. And we can both take a joke, and you know, she will like not talk to me at night after this, but like no, I want to give her credit where credit is due. In our living room, it's like we have a piano, we have some real nice like couches, and you decided to decorate it and make it like a black and white room, right? So the color scheme is black and white. It's fancy. The Christmas tree is also like black and white theme, right? Mm-hmm. And I had an old school picture that was like, I mean, it was a guitar, it was a piano, it was like a music. It was from like what is that? Bed Bath & Beyond canvas. It was no bueno, baby. I'm a bachelor. I'm a guy decorating this house. Like, I mean, I thought it looked nice. The piano was in that room, so it's kind of like our music room, whatever, right? So we're shopping at Woodfield Mall. What day was this? Sunday? Last Friday. We're shopping at Woodfield Mall here in Schaumburg, Illinois, and suburb of Chicago. Mm-hmm. And we're walking by this art gallery, and my head goes boom because I noticed this phenomenal picture of Wrigley Field. It's like a hand painting canvas of Wrigley Field where the Chicago Cubs play, and I am a diehard Chicago Cubs fan. Mm-hmm. So I look at it, I go, I think I want to buy that. She goes, really? And then we find out the price, and it wasn't as bad as I thought it was gonna be. Because like paintings can go because we don't know who a famous artist is, besides like obvious ones, but I don't know like up and coming artists. So you don't know if this thing's gonna be $10,000, $5,000, $10. Like, you don't know. Yeah. So it wasn't anything in the thousands, so to speak. But I'm like, I want to buy that, and she goes, we're gonna put it. I'll put it in the studio, like our studio here. Maybe we'll put it like on this wall so you guys can actually see like decorations. Yeah. But like, it's a big picture. And she goes, don't quote me on this. Don't like
take me to church on this, but I think it might fit in the living room, and I'm willing to try it in the living room. And once I heard that, I knew.
You wanted to buy it.
I knew that she was going to love it.
It is pretty.
And look, if you can see it, there's our couch with the black and white theme. And there, I'm going to zoom in. There's the picture, a hand painting, a canvas hand painting of Wrigley Field. And it's a really, really cool picture. But I love the fact that you thought of it to be in our living room. So when you walk into our house, you look to the right, the first thing you see is that picture.
Well, I know Wrigley Field means a lot to you, and for many reasons. Been a diehard Cub fan. Your father introduced you to the Cubs, but for me, one of the biggest, well, my dad raised me a Cubs fan, so that's cool.
Yeah.
But for me, like, our relationship started at Wrigley Field. That's where our relationship started. So to us, it's like, it sounds corny. It's not just a baseball field, but there really is like there's a lot of super special memories there. And it has like, to me, it's almost romantic. That sounds so weird, but every time I see Wrigley Field or see something, I'm like, that's where our relationship started. So it's not, to me, it's not, just a thing of a baseball. And it's a really pretty photo. But it is special to our family for a lot of reasons. A lot of big reasons. I think that'll be fun with our kids. Like, that's where
I want to thank you for letting me put that picture in a very prominent spot in our house. And I think that we're both very happy with it. Look, it's a beautiful picture. But I want to give credit where credit is due, because I was going to be happy with it in the studio, but she's like, I think it might fit in the living room.
But I said, if it don't look good, it's not going to happen. It's got to look nice. It looks very nice.
It looks good. All right, well, that's all we have for this week of the Kenzie and Roman show. I was
wondering what that was, by the way. If you want to work on the raid, you can. Okay. But I was wondering what it was. So he prints off this little run of show and sticks it on the side. And it's super generic. Like, he'll say Elf on the Shelf, Say Yes to the Dress. Because we know, like, our topics, so it's not, like, all mapped out. Well, it just said best GF ever. By the way, I'm a fiance, not a GF. But
a fiance wouldn't fit, so GF is whatever.
Best GF ever was at the end, and I'm like, I don't know what that's about. I'm a little nervous. I don't know what he's gonna say that I agreed to or whatever. So that's funny. I was wondering what the hell that was. I had no idea.
Oh my gosh, you're so funny.
How's your raid?
I think I have a good raid. For us. I'm gonna get it set up, but I want to promo you guys really fast because here's the deal. We're gonna raid somebody's show right now. I'm gonna put you guys into some house music. All right, a live DJ right now. Somebody is playing some. I'm born and raised in Chicago. Big house music fan. You are now living in Chicago.
Yes.
This is the birth of house music. Come raid with us. If you guys like it, stick around. Tell them Kenzie and Roman sent you. If you guys don't want to stay, no worries. Let's raid together, and then you guys can go to bed or you can leave or whatever. But we'd appreciate it if you guys do tell them Kenzie and Roman sent you. Apparently, this is like Twitch etiquette. We're gonna raid this guy over here. But I do want to say one thing. We just did a really, really cool TikTok, and I think the TikTok is really, really funny.
It's actually really funny.
Tell them where they can find it, honey, while I put this.
Okay, so head to our TikTok. Our name is pretty straightforward anywhere you go. It's Kenzie and Roman. It's also up on Instagram at Kenzie and Roman. But I have to say, it's from one of our favorite Christmas movies, and you haven't seen it you have not seen this TikTok before, guaranteed, because we uploaded the audio ourselves. We had to go find the audio, upload it, so you ain't gonna go watch it and go, I've seen this 1,000 times. It hasn't happened. Vince Vaughn's in it. It's absolutely hilarious. And what is his name? I'm so short. Borilolo. Have a good night. Much blessings. Thank you for joining us. You were a first time chatter from a viewer, so we appreciate you jumping in with us. That was awesome. And then always remember, you can hit us up. Literally all of our socials are at Kenzie and Roman. That's every single social, straightforward. So if there's a topic you want us to address, for example, I'm very good friends with a love therapist as well as an astrologist. So if there's any episodes you want based on those, you could maybe submit questions about your relationship. We can get them answered. Like, we have some topics or anything juicy you want us to get into. I'm also open if you want me to test the faithfulness of, your man, and you want me to slide in his DMs.
And see. No, don't do. We'll
find it out. So
setting traps over here.
I will do it. Night, you guys.
We love you guys
so much. But make sure you're always messaging us. If there's a topic you want to address, and if you're a little bit shy about it, you can DM us out of this instead of in our comments.
Exactly.
It's totally fine.
Exactly.
Yes.
Have a great weekend, guys. We love y'all. Thank you so much for being here. We really do appreciate you guys. Next Thursday night, same time, same place.
Tell your friends, invite people, please. We're obviously trying to make this happen every single Thursday, 9 p.m., making it super consistent. 9 p.m. Central Time. Have a great weekend, y'all. Let's go raid right now. I hope I did it right. Here we go. Yep, I think we did it. Let's go raid. Tell them Kenzie and Roman sent you. We love you guys. Thank you. There you go.
Here we go. Ready for the raid. Ready for the boom. And